Hello everybody, Julia here from Accessorize Your Life. Thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy you decided to tune into this video. I couldn't do it without you, so here we go. Another Shop My Stash. Again, it's the 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 series. I like doing it this way because I don't have to go overboard. I think it reins me in. Maybe that's the safe way to say it. So first I want to review what I used last month, and I had some pretty good items in my tray for last month that I was very pleased with using. We're going to start off with the 5 eyeshadow palettes I pulled, and boy did they work well for me. So let's start with the littlest and go to the biggest. How about that? So the smallest one I have, or the littlest, is the pumpkin spice. This is a lovely little palette here that was next to nothing, maybe $2 or $3 that I picked up in TJ Maxx. I picked it up basically because of what it looked like on the outside. The packaging always gets me, I'm here to admit it, but also the colors are nice. The colors speak to what the palette is. If I can get it open, here we are. So again, it's the pumpkin spice. This is a 9, they say, well, eyeshadow palette, and it's from BC. That's it right here. It was perfect for October, and it would even work well into November. You could wear this palette in the summer as well. I've used it quite a bit. I love the little prints that are inside each well. So nice palette. Okay, the next one is Too Faced Hot Buttered Rum. This is another palette that I really enjoyed using, and I have it on my eyes today. I don't know if you noticed the colors that I have on, little bright. It's this one right here, this one above it, and the deeper shade. So yes, some of these are getting kind of messy, and I've had them quite a while in my collection, so I don't know how long they will be in my collection. So it's a joy to pull them out again and use them. And the third palette was from MAC. I use this as an accent palette, not a standalone palette, because it has a lot of kind of what I want to call glassy shimmers to me in it. Like they're foils maybe. This one here, that they are light and almost translucent, but you still get a gloss or sheen to them. There are some kind of satiny mattes, like this one here is very beautiful, the brown here, and this kind of light mauve color. But really like this palette. Didn't wear it as a standalone palette this time. And we also have from Nomad Hudson Valley. I did use this palette to do several looks with, wore it to work as well. Lovely fall palette. I love their formula, and I love the themes that they come up with for their palettes. And the largest one and the last one is from Movavi. This is 35F Fall Into Fabulous, and I did use this for work a lot. So I got a lot of use out of it because it had just been sitting in the drawers for so long. Like I said, you need a good eye primer for this so that the colors stay with you all day. But you know, I love it for work, play. It's nothing that I would reach for if I'm going out and wanted to really do my eyes up. But yeah, I think it's gonna be a good one to keep around for a while longer. So all of those palettes, I loved using them all. No complaints, no real complaints about any of them. So I'll put those away. 4 items that I had in my Shop My Stash for October were all 4 lippies. I had from Maybelline this one here. It is a lovely matte ink. Lovely color. I love it because it's dark and vampy. I will leave all the names down below. And then a step up above that from Maybelline too was this matte ink one. A little mauvey, little lighter. And then I had an Infallible by L'Oreal, and this was a nude. I need like a nude color, so I wore this with the Sephora Molasses Liner. Loved it together. And finally, what I have on my lips today, and it's washed out a little bit, but it's from Armani, and yes, you can see that it is a nice red, kind of a matte red. So love my lippies that I chose, all 4 of them. And 3, let's see, what did I have 3 of? 1, 2, 3 blushes. I chose 3 blushes. The Juvia's Place Volume 2 blush. I love those warm colors there. This one's kind of warm to cool, I think, but I like the colors here, nice and spicy. And Gwen Stefani's Give palette, 2 colors in it. Nice spicy colors as well. Also notice that not only is it a blush, but it seems to be a little bit of a highlighter, as well as the Pat McGrath. This one, I just seem to get a little brightness to my cheeks when I wear this one. So this is Paradise Venus, and I love how the finish is on this blush, as well as the Give by Gwen Stefani. So 2 really nice blushes here, and you can't go wrong with Juvia's Place. So that was the 3 items. I picked 2 bronzers. I think I did. Where's the other one? Oh, here it is. I did. First, Juvia's Place here. This is the bronze palette in dark. One thing I've learned about bronzers, which I don't know if I knew this before or not, so maybe I did learn it. Bronzers are more red, so yeah, that's what you get here. And but this one isn't all that red. It's still a little red, but it's more brown. That's what I like about this one more. So this one was my favorite out of the 2 bronzers that I chose. Even though there's selection here, this one did it for me, and I reached for it more. You can see how messy the mirror is. I tend to stamp my brushes there to get the excess off my brush. So yes, good choices, but especially that Haas Labs. Did I tell you it was Haas Labs? Yeah, and I didn't tell you that it is in the shade. I wrote it down here. I have it here. Deep Level 11 or 2. I can't make it out, but it's quite the color. I'm so happy to have this in my collection. I really like it. And we're down to 2 items. I think it was 2 foundations. Okay, now we're down to number 2. I had 2 foundations. The first one was Dior Forever Skin Glow. Both of these have SPF in them. This one has a higher concentration of SPF. I think it is 30. Whereas the Gulan has L'Essential had about 25, I think. Both of these foundations are great for skin in the fall or cooler weather, winter, whatever like that. For me, they are not matte formulations, but they work for me when my skin is in transition, you know, kind of still oily in the T-zone, but drying out in other places. This is a good, both of these are good foundations for me, as well as I did use the Christian Dior. This is the corrector under my eyes. I really like this. I would say this is a love. Pull this highlighter illuminator. I only could pull one, and it was Haas Labs again for their wonderful formula. This is beautiful. Nice bronzy looking color, and I have it in chocolate opal. So very nice. And I did pull in some powders. I didn't have a limit to the number of powders I pulled in. I pulled the Christian Louis Vuitton powder. This is a nice lightweight, very appropriate color for me. I bought this online, and I think I did well with getting the shade that matches my skin well. I really like this. It does have a little perfume smell, but this is so nice and luxe feeling. And my standby, my favorite from Pat McGrath, this is her under eye powder. I have it in deep. This is a really nice lightweight, fluffy, it brings light to the under eyes in my opinion, and I like using it there. So love this. And the Westman Atelier, I used it all over my face like I did the Louis Vuitton. This is really nice. The case is heavy though. That's the only downfall about this powder. This little thing is like a puck, you know, just send it across the room or something. But it's really nice. I like the coloring in this as well for me. And I used it all over as a finishing powder, setting powder. It did the job just like the other 2 did. So guys, that was my Shop My Stash for October. Let's hit it to November. Okay, let's go ahead and start off with lipsticks. Kind of know that I want to use a Dior lipstick, or 1 or 2 of them at least. And I know that I have some with texture. And I think they're the newest ones, so it might be these here. So let's take a look at those. This one here, oh yes, nice and vampy and rich looking, and it actually does have a, I don't know if you can see this, a nice texture to it. It has a velvet-like texture. So I'm going to swatch that one there. Look at that, perfect for fall. That is definitely going in my tray. This one is in, I have to use my magnification glass, 886. Yes, I want it. And let's see what this other one is before I open it up. This one is in 200. Yes, nice, or New Touch, I think. Let's look at it. Oh, it has a velvet-like finish too. It is more of a natural finish, but it's gorgeous, and I'm going to pull it. It's going in my tray. And next, aren't they gorgeous together? Oh, yes. Next, I want to get out of Dior, maybe, but I always like this one here in 077. Dorific. That is gorgeous, but look at that. That's pretty much, oh, it's lighter. Could we do that one too? Is that too much? This one looks more brown, plump, deep brown. This one is more lighter. I think I can pull that too. Didn't I just say I wanted to get out of Dior? Oh. Okay, one more that's not Dior. How about that? Chanel. What is this one? Oh, that's a clear. That's a moisturizer. Don't need that right now. I mean, I need it, but I don't need it. That's what I'm trying to say. What about Fashion Fair? Let's take a look at this one. That's chocolatey and rich. What is this? Hold on. This is Ganache. Let's see if it's too close. Is it too close, or is it more of a mauvey, a lighter color? I think we have our lipsticks, guys. I don't know about you, but I am happy. Let's move on. How about we get into blushes next? I have some over here, Armani, and a few others, but I think I'm going to pull from Dior. I definitely want to pull these two Backstage blushes because I think they work well with the colors I chose, so I'm going to do that. Also, I'm going to pull one more Dior blush. I don't know if it's this one. Yeah, it is. I like this. That goes nicely together. Yeah, with those. So, happy about those. So now I'm in the foundation drawer, and I think I want to pull the Armani. This is the Weightless Matte Foundation Power Fabric Plus. Yeah. I'm feeling this one. I want to pull it. And I do want to pull a concealer to go with it. So maybe my NARS, this little one here, will go nice with it. So we'll do that. And I think I'm good over here unless Hourglass is matte. All of my concealers are really matte too. So I think I'm good from the foundation drawer here. I want one more foundation though. Okay, in this drawer I have more foundation, so I thought I would definitely pull that Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. I think I really need to work with it some more, so it's coming with me. And I'm hitting up the concealer drawer on this side, and I think I want to go with it Bye Bye Under Eye. I think I need some nice anti-aging benefits from my under eye concealer. So I don't know which one of these are they both deep? I'm going to pull the small one. And let's see, do I want another one? A little more moisturization all over the face. What about the Milk Concealer Corrector? I'm going to try this one. Okay, we're finished here. I moved on up a drawer, and I think I need to get some powders, and Kosas is coming to mind because I have some really, I don't want to say really matte foundations, but with the weather and all, and them being matte foundation, maybe a little hydration. This is a Softly Cloud Set powder from Kosas, so I think that might be good. Then I think I need something that will set everything. definitely a setting one. And what do I want to pull? To hold everything in place is either Laura Mercier or One Size, or I want something lightweight, or this Urban Decay. I don't think I'm going to take that, or Huda Beauty. Let's do Huda Beauty. Okay. I'm feeling like I want some more blush choices. So guys, I'm over here in this other blush drawer, and I am going to just have a look at some that are here. Nope. Nope, too light. These Sephora blushes, you know, like I told you, don't sleep on Sephora, but this is really, really old. I've had this a while. That would be good. Let's just put that in the basket and see. Here's another Sephora blush. Ooh, it's balmy. Kind of a berry color, much lighter than anything else I've gone for as far as the lips. What's this? Oh, that's a MAC. Is that an eye color or a blush? It's a blush, but I think it's a little too light for right now. Yes, more of a summery color. Okay, here is Milani's. This is Spice Rose. Get it open. That's what it's looking like. Let's put that in there. I'll think about that one. And we're also, oh, Danessa Maritz. This one could go for the lips and the eyes, or even the cheeks. So let's pull it. This is the Color Fix, and it's in a matte formulation. It's Desert Rose. Might just be a good one for now. Okay, I think we're good. All right, I'm back with everything that I pulled, and I have my shopping basket here. And guys, we are doing the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 because it works so well, but we're gonna do it a little bit different, not a whole lot different. Gonna keep it pretty much the same. I have some palettes here that I pulled 5 again, and I pulled 5 because that seems to be a good number for me. Also, I wanna focus on palettes that kind of go with the kind of tone of November, kind of what is it, gray, dreary, and kind of just kind of, you know, not that vibrant and light. But then again, I want to spruce it up a little bit with some fall colors, and then on top of that, I think I also want some vibrant colors. So it's a mixed bag for November. I just know that November tends to be a time of the year when things are just looking kind of gray and just kind of lackluster and bleak. So I have pulled some palettes that I think fit the bill, and I'm thinking also tabletop dressing because of Thanksgiving and, you know, eating in or out, whatever you're doing. So first on my list, I pulled in Charlotte Tilbury, and I pulled in her Super Blue palette. So here it is, a little 4-pan palette, but I thought this would be great and it would look nice with this top I have on. So that would brighten up a dreary day, wouldn't it? And I tend to like to wear this color in the fall. So when I next wear this top or a top similar, or this color, camel or whatever, this would make a nice palette to pull out for those looks. You can't get a whole lot of looks from here, but you can at least do 4, 5, you can do maybe 10 looks out of this palette if you really put your mind to it. So it's going in my tray. Next, I pulled in the Guerlain palette I have here, only one I have, and this one is in Exotic Orchid. This is what the case looks like. It comes in a sleeve, and this baby, I don't think I've ever used it. I may have swatched it. You can see, don't even know how to get in it. But this is what it looks like. Let me put the sleeve over the mirror. I like that when you have sleeves you can do that. I think this is a great fall palette, looking at the colors of the leaves that are falling and some of the stuff you might see on your dinner table for Thanksgiving, right? So a nice palette to pull in those nice colors that you'll see around the table and everything. So that's a nice palette for that. And next I have one from NARS. NARS is about the one brand that I really don't buy much from. It's definitely don't buy many palettes from NARS. I have a couple of blushes, but this is the Extreme Effect palette, and that's what it looks like. Kind of moody colors, but kind of bright too. I think this would be nice. I have a black in there. I have a little plum and some oranges and some rust colors, and of course some tans and browns to work out a nice look. And this one is where I'm talking about. I'm trying to step it up a little more. This one is from Natasha Denona. This is her Zendo palette. And here again, I have some colors. And these are a little jewel tone, moody colors, but nice colors for this time of the year, for this month. So I'm looking forward to that. I see a lot of looks coming out of this palette. So yes, going to use that. And lastly, I have right here in front of me from Pat McGrath, I have her Celestial Nirvana palette. And when I was talking about I wanted to pull in some bright colors, some jewel tones and everything, here we go. Just so that I can brighten up and feel happy and joyous on those really gloomy days. So I think I got myself covered there with eyeshadow. So those were 5 eyeshadow palettes that I pulled. And let's get to my basket here for the lippies. I think I pulled 4 lippies. I think I was rather good. I stuck to that. So I have lippies here that I'm going to definitely swatch, make sure I swatch all of them for you, and I think they'll go well with those palettes. The first one here is from Dior, and this is 886 Igmatic. So let's do it on top. And there it is. Lovely. Next from Dior, I have, this one is 200. And does it have a name? Yes, Nude Touch. And both of these are velvet formulas. They're very smooth, they're not texturized on your lip. They're kind of matte on the lip or satiny on the lip. But to look at them in the case, they are velvet. They have like a fabric look to them. And that is the second one there, 200 Nude Touch. And then third, because we're doing 4 lippies, I have from, this is hard to read, Ganache from Fashion Fair. This one is another vampy, nice, deep, rich color, but not too deep. It's lighter than the first color. So there you go with that one. And of course I have lip glosses and things like that over to the side here. Lastly, I have another Dior. It's Diorific 077. And this is another deep vampy color, but it's a little lighter than the first color that I pulled from Dior. So there we are. They're not quite the same. Nice. I'm looking forward to using all 4 of these lippies. Okay, next we have 3 blushes that I need to pull and find from here, because I have more than 3 that I got out of there. So let's see. I want my blushes to kind of go with my lippies a little bit. So here is Milani's. This is Spice Rose. So let's compare it to those. I think it goes with that second one quite well. So it's a contender. I need to swatch it maybe. It's getting old, so yeah. It's on the side there. See it right there? And then there's the lippy right beside it. Not bad. Gotta pull out my boo wipes here. My boo wipes. Beautiful, I think it is. Simply Beautiful wipes. Walmart had these. Okay, let's wipe that off. Boy, is that a wet. Okay, dry my hands. And then I also pulled from Sephora. You know, the sale is still going on. So if you want to shop the Sephora sale and shop more specifically the Sephora collection and get 30% off, here you go. Because I think it looks nice with this last lippy right there and right there. That's a consideration. And I also have a couple of others, all from Dior, except for this one here, which is Danessa Myricks Color Fix. So, ooh, I got the color fix I'm going to put to the side. I know I really don't want to use that one, but it's not bad. There it is above the, it's that little speck right there. Just rub it out a little bit. It's a mauvey color. Yep. But I'm putting it to the side because I really don't want to use that one. I think I'm good. So we tried that. We tried that. Next here, these are the ones that I really think work well with the lippies I pulled. This one is, my fingers are slippery now. This one is 826, and this is a limited edition from Dior. This is a lovely blush, and I think it goes well with a host of these, especially that mauvey one again. Okay. I think it can go quite well with several of those. Now, more specifically, these two from Backstage. The first one here is Berry. And I think it goes well with the last one and maybe even with the deeper ones. I think it will work well with those. And then this one here is Rose Glow Mahogany. That's really going to sit nice and pair nicely with these deep ones. But even that is a little really deep. That's almost like a bronzer for me. So I think all of these here, I'm going to go definitely with these two Backstage from Dior. I'm doing those two for sure. And I am going to do the Milani. I'm going to do the Spice Rose just for some variety, even though I really like this one. So we'll let that one sit. Next is two foundations. I have them right here. I chose Armani, which I've talked about recently. And I really want to work with this and have you see me use Sephora's Best Skin Ever. I have this in 53.5 neutral. I love it that it's a matte formula, but it has a host of benefits in it. And I love the Armani Power Fabric Plus because it's great for when you're going out and you want your look to rock. This is it. So both of those are going in my tray. I pulled in some under eye concealer and face concealer, as you saw, Milk and NARS. So we will be putting those there. And I pulled in two powders. I pulled in Kosas for my foundation is too matte, and Huda to just set everything under my eyes and not have any streaks and flashback, but just a little brightness. And from my Wakanda panning, I thought to just pull my highlighter from there and use it since it's almost the end of the year. I really got to get some use out of this Wakanda panning project item here. The Black Panther times Marvel Studio Extra Dimension Skin Finish and Royal Vibrancy. That's the highlighter I will be using. Nice warm tone. And I'm going to go with Natasha Denona's Contour Sculpting Powder. Again, it's in my Wakanda panning project, and I do want to get some more use out of this. Like I said before, the end of the year is almost here. So I have one item left to choose. And I left the Danessa Myricks. This is her color fix. Or I thought I would just work with this additional palette. So one extra thing I can pull for the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think it's going to be the Lorella because I want to play with this some. This is a Falling for You. So I'm adding an additional palette for that one bonus thing, extra thing. And this is my Moody palette. This is a dull, kind of a mauve, kind of a, what can I say, mauve, kind of a gray, kind of a gloomy, yet matte and shimmers here, palette that it may be a little neutral and it may be a little kind of perfect for this time of the year. One of the colors is Cuddle Weather, Autumn, Devotion, Tenderness, Adoring. I mean, perfect for fall. The names are, and let's hope the shades are on me. So let's see if this works for me. So that's my last item in my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 Shop My Stash. Guys, thank you for tuning in to this Shop My Stash. I enjoy doing Shop My Stash this way. It kind of limits me, but it gets me through it. It gets the job done. And I have a real edited tray here, something that I can work with quite easily and not have to fumble through and say, oh, this, oh, that. No, I can look through here and know that it is concise, it's edited, and it's selected according to the season and what I'd like to wear. So thank you. I love you for watching. Remember, a smile is your best accessory. Down below, tell me, have you pulled out any moody fall, kind of November-ish palettes and colors and added them to your collection for the month? If so, I'd like to hear about it. Share, because sharing is caring. Bye-bye.